Hello again, friends, and you are my friends, and welcome back to our Wednesday night's Talking Town. It's, of course, our match preview as the game is on Saturday. We are live on the Wednesday, so welcome one, welcome all. If you're watching live, get active in our live chat. Please leave your comments, your thoughts, your opinions, all things ITFC in our live chat, and we'll try and shape the conversation as to where you want to take it live. If you're watching on Catch Up, FTA, comment for that algorithm, and there you go. If you missed us, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the show from this point on. Lots of comments coming in. Stephen Pay would take a draw right now. Lynn hopes 3 points are incoming. How do you feel? Not the happiest of hunting grounds for town is Nottingham Forest's home stadium. So will they get the win this weekend? We'll discuss that and a whole lot more in greater detail. Before we do, we are partnered with Match Bingo. Play Match Bingo, win cash prizes. All Premier League games are on there. £2 a bingo card. I think there's free bingos. Download the app wherever you normally download your app, be that App Store, Android, equivalent, whatever that may be. I don't know. And each time you play, you do support the crucial life-saving work of the East Anglian Air Ambulance. Over 18s only. Be gamble aware. Play Match Bingo. Win cash prizes. Right. Let's bring in. Right now, I put the call in far and wide to try and find somebody else. I literally scoured the phone book. If the Yellow Pages were still going, I would have probably gone through there as well. But no, nobody answered. So we're once again joined by this man here, Matthew Phillips. Welcome in, Matt. How you doing?
All right, thanks. Is the Yellow Pages still a thing? Or it's just like Google just got rid of that now?
I don't know. I mean, Google did get rid of the Thompson local. Remember the old little blue one?
Yeah, that's right.
The Thompson local.
Yeah. Your old friend Jeff Capes used to go on like Saturday night TV, like You Bet or whatever, and like rip the Yellow Pages up, and then you'd be trying to do it at home. Impossible. It was a huge volume, wasn't it? 1,000 pages.
Yeah, I imagine if it is still in circulation, it's probably like, that now.
Yeah. I think Google's got rid of it now. You used to get it posted through and that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who even paid for that? Who even paid for the Yellow Pages?
I had a Yellow Pages in my house. I mean, it was probably 10 years out of date, because if you had to pay for a recent edition, it wasn't happening. Not in my household growing up. But I mean, Google got rid of Yellow Pages. Did Amazon kind of get rid of the high street? That's a whole conversation.
Yes, they did. I have to say, I didn't think we'd be discussing Yellow Pages at the top.
No, I didn't either. But this is where we go on Talking Town.
There we go, everybody.
It isn't in the run notes. As I'm just looking through the run notes now, I can't find Yellow Pages anywhere in the brief show notes I put together. What I did put together, though, was the Survivor League. That is in play this week. It missed last week.
You forgot. You forgot, didn't you?
The show. So it's written in big bold letters on my sheet here. Survivor League. So get your predictions in now. Tomorrow you'll have a meet the opposition with a Nottingham Forest fan, and I'll have more information on who's left in it. But you know if you're left in it, you do. But even if you're not sure, just put your entry in, and we can take it from there. So Survivor League. There's only a few people left in it, Matt. I know you're not one, because you were out like
early doors. I was out early doors. Hit a hurdle.
Yeah. By the way, that was a great BBC One comedy, Early Doors, with Craig Cash.
I don't think I've ever watched that. Is that good?
Oh, that's so good.
The same people as like your Royal Family, isn't it?
Well, it's got Craig Cash in it. The one person. Yeah. I mean, you're Eddie, who's the landlord. You got the two coppers. It's a great show.
It's probably an iPlayer. I should check it out. I don't know.
I've not seen it in a long time, but from memory, it was a really, really good one. AD Croucher, let your fingers do the walk-in. Yellow Pages advert. There you go.
Yeah.
This is where you could segue in to let your finger do the walk-in and hit the like button.
Oh, I like that. Carry on. You do it. That's very good. Don't let me steal your thunder.
Well, the like button's your thing. But let your fingers do the walk and hit the like button. But yeah, Survivor is in play this week. So get your entries in.
J.R. Hartley was the Yellow Pages advert, wasn't it? Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. It's when like adverts used to have like little narrative and stories to them. They're like little mini programs. People, you're probably too young for that one, Martin.
Yeah, I kind of want to say.
Old fella's ringing around bookshops looking for a copy of Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. And then someone goes, "Oh, yeah, we've got it." And he goes, "Can I take your name, please? And we'll reserve it for you." He goes, "My name, J.R. Hartley." It was his book all along. Oh, it was brilliant. That was an advert as well. Proper narrative.
I have to Google that name. Sorry, it's gone well over my. Womble said there's a small version these days.
Wow.
There is. Yeah. Stephen Barry's just said, "Look, sorry, Gov, just in your message. Yeah, it's no good now, is it, Steve? I'm live. It's no good now."
It's not, Steve. It could have been you sitting here.
I was in distress, and Steve's just seen it. That's so don't call Steve if you're in distress. Well, clearly, because but I wasn't lying. You see, I wasn't lying. I did try and get rid of him, ladies and gentlemen, but it didn't work.
He really did. But it's not.
Yeah, but as you're here, I know it's not quite December yet, but it will soon be here. And on Sunday's show, when it's closer to December, we'll hopefully be talking about a win away at Nottingham Forest. So
Can I just stop you there, Martin? I've had a Christmas dinner today.
On the 27th of November.
Yeah, we had someone's
Where,
leaving.
why, and when?
We had a leaving do.
Today was the win, but
we had a leaving party at work for someone.
And you gave him a Christmas dinner.
And the idea was we would combine it with our Christmas dinner. Yeah.
Oh, you're tight. So hang on. Barry's
fair.
leaving. Right, we'll plug a fictional character because I don't know who it was. So if Barry's leaving,
Barry, don't let Barry leave. I like Barry.
EastEnders found that out the hard way, didn't they? Don't let Barry leave. Sean Williamson, right?
Oh,
so
he left in a terrible fashion.
Oh, he did. Yes, yeah. The evil
Off a cliff.
Off a cliff. Yeah, in Scotland. Not that I obviously watch EastEnders. Guilty. Anyway, moving on. So this poor person is leaving, and you've seen it fit to combine his or her leaving do.
Yes.
With your Christmas party.
Yeah, because they're going on holiday on Monday, so we decided to combine it all at once. It was very good, very enjoyable.
That sounds like a higher up message. That
it was good.
That don't sound right with me. Well, what did they get a gold Rolex or whatever it is you get?
They got some nice gifts from people. Yeah, people wearing Christmas jumpers. I was in this jumper. I thought it was too early for the Christmas jumper. I mean, you got to draw a line somewhere, haven't you? But I had the turkey. It was good.
Parry says, seems cheap. Yeah, I can't do Christmas dinners until it's Christmas Day. But anyway.
It was quite expensive, actually. It wasn't cheap. It was nice. But it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, look at you. Look, even when you're not paying, you're still counting the pennies.
Got to my situation, Martin, as you know.
So surely, anyway, I'm not going to ask that question. Anyway, right, moving on. The points in December. We've got a series of games. Yes. I want to know from you and the people at home, because it's gone well off track. Anyone still watching? Points prediction from December. We've got Crystal Palace on obviously a Tuesday night.
Yes.
Wolves, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Chelsea. So very much the easy part of the December is in the back end.
Oh, clearly. Well, clearly. Big teams.
Clearly. Yeah. So what are you saying? There's 18 points there. Give me what you're thinking.
To quote Peter Drury, would it be utopia to get 6 points against Palace or Bournemouth? I like to think we can with the performances we've been putting in. Yeah, sorry, I'm going for that. Back to back. It's got to happen at some point. Back to back wins in the Premier League. Those two fixtures are going to deliver them for us, I think. We've put the performance.
They're actually two big games as well, aren't they? Palace and Wolves, because of relative league positions.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be optimistic, Phillips, here and say we'll get 6 points there. That's going to be our first back-to-back victories, I think. Yeah. And then we play. Who's it after that?
After
the game, Wolves. Resurgent Wolves, 1-2 on the trot. Albeit one was against Southampton at home. Doesn't really count.
Well, we didn't beat Southampton.
Well, that was away though. We take a point away, right? I think that'd be. We're going into that game, remember, on back-to-back wins. I feel
back-to-back wins, yeah.
I'll take a point at more than you.
You're not going to go for the triple then? Not going to go for the triple?
No, I'm not, I've had one beer today. I haven't had two. I'll be conservative there. Then it's Newcastle.
Yeah.
That might be where we get done, possibly. I think maybe that'll be a loss.
Okay,
they went to Forest, didn't they? 1-3-1. So I'm going to go for a loss there. Yeah.
Okay, so you're on 7 at the moment, followed up by Arsenal and Chelsea. So it gets a bit easier.
Yeah. Arsenal's obviously at the Emirates, day after Boxing Day, I believe. Won't get anything there. Don't be coming on this show with your blue tinted spectacles and say we're going to win 3-1 or something. We'll get beat there. And then Chelsea's at home. Don't know. Funny one, Chelsea, isn't it? But look, if we throw in the performance we did against Man United, against Chelsea, we'll be all right. So, yeah, I'll take a draw. Draw against Chelsea. Yeah.
What have I done? You're on 8 points.
What a return.
8 points from 18.
We're sitting in mid-table now. We're sitting in mid-table now, surely.
Start to look ahead to Phil's European dream.
I feel like I've been overly optimistic.
Well, I've gone for 9.
Oh, you raised the bar. Clearly, I wasn't optimistic enough.
I know.
So where are you getting an extra point from then? Don't say Arsenal.
I fancy us to get something out of one of the 3 games of Newcastle, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Not a win necessarily, but I certainly fancy us to get a point out of one of them. And
Exactly.
but then again, I also fancy us to probably win the next 3 after Forest. Palace, Bournemouth, and Wolves. Then I don't know. It's the Premier League. We're playing okay. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
You've definitely been drinking something.
I'm drinking the Christmas sherry. Yeah, I'm drinking the Christmas sherry. I think. Yeah.
Out of the bottle, straight out.
Straight out. Yeah, neat. Milk Chase's gone 8. Josh has gone 10. So he's gone one more than I have. So you think I'm high?
What's he been drinking?
I know. It's obviously good.
Listen, if we're going to stay in this division, we have got to put a little clutch run of wins together, haven't we? And I certainly think
think so.
Certainly, I think Palace, Bournemouth, and Wolves is a 3 that potentially could. I don't think you get anything easier than that, if you see what I mean. Because as you keep saying, there's no gimme games in the Premier League.
No.
So those, I mean, Bournemouth are okay.
Famous last words.
Palace, yes, but Palace and Wolves are down there with us.
It's being clipped by every Palace fan when they beat us, if they beat us.
If,
big if. Tommy K says 1 point. Tommy's clearly
not as Ipswich Town fan.
Well, no, I wouldn't say he's not a Ipswich Town fan, but he's on for 1. Whereas Colin's gone for 12 from 18. This is why I love this community. Yes, we go from one extreme to the other.
I'm surprised Colin didn't put 18 from 18.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
I'm disappointed with you, Colin.
Yeah, 80's gone 10. Love this. So
we're all between 7 and 12.
Yeah, we're all being positive after the last 2, which is rightly so.
Why not? When we're undefeated in 3.
Yeah,
could have been 4 if we'd held on.
Should have been 4. And we should have beaten Leicester. If decisions had gone our way, the right decisions had gone our way.
We're in better form than Man City right now.
Yeah. Didn't like San Marino tweet Man City?
Really?
I don't know. I'm sure I saw that on social media. It might have been a Photoshop. It might have been a Photoshop.
If they did, they need to get back in their box a little
bit.
I
see so much rubbish on my social media, to be fair. I don't know. I struggle to decipher what is Photoshopped and what is genuine. I just look at it and go, oh, okay.
God, though, isn't it, Man City? Like 3-0 up against Feyenoord. It's 3-3. They concede 3 and 15. We're not doing that. Weird. Very odd.
No. Sean's brought up bad Christmas memories from last year. It's Christmas flan. Too much flan.
Oh, yes. The flan. Now,
flan gate.
Have you got your flan case ready?
Not yet, but he's just reminded me. So it's made the list. We're
going to be having this conversation again. You're going to be upset because you haven't got your flan case.
No, I won't. I'll be more prepared this year. Say it with me,
people.
You
want to see the flan this year? You've got to have a photo ready to put on the screen for everybody.
I'm not going to suffer the 3 Ps this year, Matthew. Piss poor preparation. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right. 10 from Dominic Dean. Cheers, Dom. Appreciate that. Apparently, Tommy, there's rumours in the chat that Tommy K might be a Norwich fan. So he might.
That would make
that can't be true because a Norwich fan surely would have put 0 points.
0.
If I was on a Norwich City stream, I'd be putting 0 minus figures. I'd be saying you're going to get dock points. Just for the head of it.
Yeah. But the fact we are in a higher division than them and are clearly the blue and white pride of Anglia, he's felt he needs to give us something, which he's given us a point.
And I would take signs off him, like today.
Would you?
I would.
Oh yes, you like him, don't you? Only because he got a hat trick yesterday. Is this the reason why?
No, wasn't his first 3 goals yesterday, was it, Matthew? Come on, he's been a good player for a long time. Free transfer as well. Googled it. Free transfer, unbelievable.
Where had he been previous to Norwich?
In Turkey, if memory serves me correctly.
God.
I know, unbelievable.
From there.
Like sometimes you got to say fair play, and that's one of those unfortunate, sad situations.
What's really doing
at Plymouth? Fair play.
Going to Carrow Road, losing 6-1. They done 4 on the opening day, didn't they? At Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's going on now?
Well, it's Plymouth, isn't it? Anyway, to close November, we obviously head to the City Ground, Nottingham Forest. I've got a little bit of information about the fixtures. I've looked it up online. I just literally put in Nottingham Forest, Ipswich Town head to head. So I hope these are right.
Okay.
But I got the last victory against Nottingham Forest was in 2017, a 4-2 win at Portman Road. Do you remember it?
I do remember that game well, actually, because I think
I do.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain Des Walker's kid scores in that game. He put them like 2-1 up. I think we scored first, then they go 2-1 up, and we come back and win 4-2. I'm pretty certain that's what happened.
Oh, I don't remember that game at all.
Because Callum Connolly scores in that game, and he was on the telly the other day playing for. I was right big on signing him as like a permanent player. He went Blackpool, something. He's playing for Stockport now.
Really? Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The last game against them was in 2019, which was 1-1 draw at Portman Road. Do you remember that game?
I do, because I think Daryl Murphy played in that for Forest.
Okay. Really?
Yes. 2019. Pretty certain he played in that game. Someone
See,
tell
I
us in
think
the comments.
So I think 2017 was certainly my pre-game drinking days. So I can't remember that.
Really? Where did you used to go?
A place
The
called
Greyhound.
Manning's in town. No, never the
No.
Greyhound. No,
Bit of a schlep,
Manning's
that,
in
isn't it?
town. It is a bit. Even back then, I was never much of a walker.
'Cause
2019, I can't remember either. But
of the
we haven't.
Because of the drinking.
No, 2019. No, I know. No, certainly not. And we haven't won away at Forest, according to this site, and I've got no reason to say it's wrong, since the 5th of December, 1999.
Yes, I think I'm doing a lot of uncertains and hoping people tell me I'm right in the comments. I think Matty Holland scores in that game.
Wow. Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, they'll let us know in the chat, but 1999. So, when I said on Twitter before we went live, not a happy hunting ground.
I listened to that one on the radio, I remember.
Did you? Well, you couldn't watch it on Sky back then.
The internet wasn't invented then, was it, in 1999?
No, so you couldn't take a trip, to your holiday home in Germany or Belgium or wherever people go and use, certain things.
More innocent days.
Yes, far more innocent days. No, far more innocent days. But that's a long time.
It is.
1999. And that's not. Is that entering Watford levels of Vicarage Road?
Yes, I think it could be. Yeah. Well, we also went to Watford, didn't we? We got like narrow defeats and things.
Yeah.
Until the Chaplow limbs.
The Chaplow, yeah. I mean, Michael Tropper scored under Paul Jewell for a rare midweek away win. I remember that game.
I remember speaking under Joe Roll, we absolutely smacked someone. They got relegated. When Gary Megson was manager, so he got loads of flack off everyone. 6-0. That was like the team with Ben Miller, Cucci. Yeah. We was goal machine, weren't we? That season.
We were
6-0. Yeah. I used to like Forest. When I was younger, of course, Forest had won 2 European Cups back to back. So pretty much my choice of football match of the day was either supporting Ipswich or following Bobby Robson, or going with Forest and Brian Clough. And I chose Town. But yeah, they were like the 2 clubs. So I quite like this fixture. They were the 2 clubs that I was kind of interested in.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So the question to you is so with that in mind, obviously, with the history and the unfortunate thing of not winning there since 1999.
Yeah.
Can Town go there and win this weekend, Matthew?
But it's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? I see Steve had put in the comments earlier, I'll take a draw now. I'm probably of a similar mindset. I think they're 3rd in the form table for home form, Forest. That said, they lost as mentioned just a minute ago, they lost their last one 3-1 to Newcastle and got beaten quite handily, I think. Look, we're going in. Look, we can go to Spurs and win. We can go to Forest and win. Okay, so there's a chance there. But yes, I would probably, if I had a gun to me, I'd probably lean towards another draw for us. I would say.
Yeah, I think certainly the way we're playing, we can absolutely go there and get those 3 points. And I think this is a manager that's rewritten the history books in recent years. So this is just another chapter in that history book. Yes. He's rewriting, really. We've gone through so many moments, big games where normally Town don't show up, and they did. Sky moments where normally Town don't show up, and they did. Yeah. So much under this manager where you normally would say, classic Ipswich.
Yeah.
It almost gives me a little bit more faith, if anything, that history suggests Town don't travel well when they take on Nottingham Forest, because Kieran McKenna takes those myths and dispels them. And
we helped them stay up that season, didn't we? And then they get promoted after it or whatever. They stay up. Was Warburton the manager? They beat us like 3-0. We were really poor. Wore the white strip with the blue shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Moore come on as a sub.
Remember that game, unfortunately.
Malonga was like the main guy for Forest.
Very good player.
We'll see Chris Wood back for them
certainly will. Yeah.
So that's going to be the battle of the number 9s, isn't it? Wood versus Delap. 2 very similar style players. Yeah. Probably Delap's got the bigger burst of pace, I would say. I think Wood missed out because he'd been playing for New Zealand and been all over the globe. So that's why he started on the bench against Arsenal, but no such luck this Saturday.
No, he'll probably be fit and raring to go, won't he? But yeah, you're right. Obviously, Chris Wood previously on loan here at Ipswich. Well, then most players have been on loan at Ipswich at some point.
He was poor, wasn't he?
He was poor at the time. Yeah, my one memory of the City ground is, and I wasn't there for it, but is a Lewis McGugan free kick that I think would still be travelling now if the net weren't there. Because
the 3-0 game. Is that 3-0 game?
Could well be. I don't remember the score. Do you remember the free kick? It was unsavable. It was an absolute rocket.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris. I mean, they say right, we're just going to start Chris Wood on the bench. Did you do a little sleep or something? Just get 40 winks in, and then we'll bring you on the hour mark. Let's have a little bit more of a rest.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit more of a rest. But
You always said, why don't you just start him from the top and then sub him at half time or something?
Well, yes, there is that. I always think if a player's on the bench, surely you can get get what you can out of him.
He's not in economy, is he? Flying for New Zealand, you've got to think he's probably in business class, stretched out, watching films, bag of popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
little thing over his eyes to get some kid.
Yeah, I doubt he's laying across 3 seats with an armrest in the middle,
screaming child in his ear.
I doubt. I mean, it could well be. We obviously don't know his travel arrangements.
It's New Zealand, to be fair. They might not have the luxury for their players. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm sure they probably do. All right. So on to that. Colin says, yes, we absolutely can obviously go there and win. Josh agrees, says with you, we can win at Spurs, so why can't we win at Forest? Colin, Newcastle on Monday were awful against West Ham. Stephen says both teams are totally different, so not easy to call. Sean, Town 2-1. Did that score and be booked 60-1. 60-1. So Sean would be, I mean, I'm not much.
You've got to listen to Sean when he puts out some predictions because of his match bingo record.
You do, but what
would you not to listen?
You would be foolish not to listen, but you'd also be foolish. Like I would just go and slap a pound down on the East Anglian Air Ambulance Lottery. Personally, that's what I would do with that, because you're supporting the life-saving work of the East Anglian Air Ambulance while playing their lottery, Matt. That's what I would do.
It's a no-brainer.
For me, it's a no-brainer. But Sean has been very successful, in recent years with the match bingo and whatnot. So
he makes a good point there. Delap booked. We can't afford this. This would take him to 4 bookings. Then be 1 away. Yes. So then you're 1 game away from El Hamidi starting.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Let's complete that little rundown for the East Anglian Air Ambulance. It is life-saving work, but you can sign up now for just £1 a ticket for a chance to win one of 18 weekly prizes ranging from £50 to £1,000. Plasma based aged 18 or over. Be gamble aware. Information in our description. The East Anglian Air Ambulance Lottery. I want to support the East Anglian Air Ambulance. It's life-saving work. I had a friend once actually use that service, so I know how life-saving it is and how crucial it is. So I want to try and support them best we can. That's the East Anglian Air Ambulance Lottery. All right, 11. Not 11. No, that's wrong. How many changes would you make on Saturday?
You're going to make 11 changes.
No, I wouldn't. No,
enough against United.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Is there an argument again for the same side? I mean, it was the same, wasn't it, from Spurs to United, other than Burns coming in for Johnson. So is Johnson going to be fit to come back?
All right. So they're hoping he may be involved, was the wording I was hearing around the weekend.
Wonder what's wrong with him.
I'm not sure. Okay, so would you make any changes? It's a yes or a no question. Would you make any changes? You don't have to. There's no you have to make changes here.
I'll go no.
Yeah, okay. No. I tend to agree with you. I would probably lean myself into no. My only change, and this is just personal bias coming straight into this. Yes. My only change would be Chaplin coming in for Burns.
I was going to float that idea. Well, he's sticking Amari on the right and
because he can play both positions, Amari, so well, or certainly right side, really well. Number 10, he's coming on leaps and bounds from where he was at the start of the year potentially. And he had a phenomenal game last week, that Amari, absolutely phenomenal against Man United, that is, and against Tottenham. But
he's very good against Spurs, wasn't he, on that counter attack? And that's what is why I think probably they'll play him in that role again Saturday. Who knows? Who knows with McKenna? Who knows?
This is it. But so we're talking as fans, and as a fan, my Premier League fantasy team is based on Connor Chaplin, because I'm a big Connor Chaplin fan. That's why I said I've got some bias here, because I'm a Connor Chaplin.
You ain't got many points then, have you?
No, I really haven't. It's brutal. It's
propping up the league, are you? Propping it up.
Yeah, I'm brutal. It's brutal. But I'm a big Connor Chaplin fan. So I would always say Connor Chaplin must be in my 11. Many people would say, you can't drop Burns, or you can't move Amari from the central position after a GOAT game against 2 top sides. And they'd all be right there. So
what about Greaves coming back? I think he's going to be on the bench, Greaves. That's my take.
See, I'm not sure I agree with Richard here. No changes. Where's his best game this season? And got an assist. I mean, the assist was like a 3-yard pass.
It's the crystal ball talking here. Again, someone else good on the prediction front.
But I love Wes as well. Absolutely love Wes. So it's really hard.
Yeah.
I hate loving too many players. This is getting really bad.
Everyone loves Wes because he's been fantastic. He's come from Fleetwood to play in the Premier League with us. Brilliant. I still feel like he's just a level below where he wants to be, and us as fans would like to see him a little bit.
Do you think? 'Cause I think he's been okay. I think he's been. I wouldn't say
The crossing for the Delap back heel chance.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was a good cross. Really good cross, to be fair. Yeah.
But look, give him minutes and play him into a Premier League campaign, because Ogbeny's out now, sadly. So he hasn't got the competition there, and then you've got the conundrum of whether Murray plays centrally or out wide.
Never let you down, Wes, does he? That's the one thing about Wes. He never lets you down.
His hamstrings have let him down previously, which is annoying.
Yeah, it is. But he never lets you down as a fan. You never think, he's half-hearted.
Yeah, he's fan favourite. He's like him and Connor come together. They're like sort of fan favourites, aren't they? And there's question marks over whether, I guess, both are Premier League quality. I've always thought Chaplin was, and in the cameos he's had, he's looked really good. Give Wes more playing time, raise that confidence a bit more. Maybe he'll get himself a goal. Who knows?
Yeah,
could be fine.
Steve says in the chat, think Burns did well Sunday, and I agree with that. I think he did well. I think it might be hard to drop him. See, I don't want to drop anybody, but because I love a lot of players in this squad because of the journey we've been on. But it's almost like it's like labeling you 1 to 11 who you love the most and who still yet to win the love, and it's like
your children, like your kids.
Yeah. Who's your favourite?
Yeah. I do wonder whether or not Ogbeni would be starting games over Wes if fit, but obviously that's that's hypothetical game. That ain't happening, is it?
Yeah. Richard crossed for Smodics and the lap chances and helped Axel.
Yeah.
I don't remember the spot. I'll just be honest.
Smodics chance on the edge of the box, wasn't it? Early doors.
Did that come from him?
If Rich says it did, I believe him.
I didn't know that. I did not know it came from Wes. I stand corrected. It was his best game. There you go. He's put a couple of decent balls in that box. I'm not sure he's done that as often.
I just feel like he's a level below. It's something about him just feels like he's just a level below probably where he wants to be. But we'll see. He's been fantastic for us. I hope he can be fantastic for us in the Premier League. All adds up to staying up. That's
true. Josh says, love Wes, but unfortunately he's not Premier League quality. He did well Sunday, yes, but hasn't been that great so far. I'd love him to do well, though, which I think we all obviously want every player to do well.
I would say Josh is probably near to where I'm thinking, really.
Okay.
Like I said, I just want to see him go that extra mile a little bit, but he got the injury. Was it Liverpool? He got the injury.
Yes. Well, yes, it was. Yeah. All right. So Burgess or Greaves? That's the next one for you.
Well, I'd be picking Greaves personally, but Burgess has not really put a foot wrong, and he's got a good partnership with O'Shea currently. It's yielded 4 points against Spurs and Manchester United, and obviously the draw against Leicester. So I think they might ease Greaves back in on the bench. But who knows how the training's gone, and he might come straight back in. I don't know. That'd be harsh on Burgess, but I mean, I think everyone knows the score, don't they, with McKenna's teams?
Well, he has been training, Greaves, because obviously, I don't know if you've seen the interview McKenna did with Jamie Redknapp. They showed some footage of training, and there was Greaves training. So obviously he was training pre-Man United. And so he certainly is back in training and looks to be, if I don't know what they would class as full training, I would class that as full training. But I mean, I've not led a professional coaching session.
Your coaching manual, that's full training.
That looks. I mean, what next is what other than that is full training? I mean, it looked like it, but so it's certainly obviously that is in play because he wasn't on the bench, was he? Sunday.
No. Did he warm up with the team? Was he out? Was he out there?
I wasn't in that early, was I?
I was in there early, but it was so windy. I was sheltering. Yeah, like I wish I'd known that. Anyone tell us in the comments?
Apparently, he's the 19th man. So there you go.
He was the 19th. What does that mean?
Don't know. Anyway, Kieran McKenna will pick the best team for the job. He certainly will, Colin. But sadly, I can't phone him.
We don't know what that is at the moment, Colin. Hence, we do this show to try and work out.
It's like picking the lottery numbers. All right. Anywhere else? I mean, you've got Phillips potentially. Obviously, missed Sunday. You
can't break up. We're not breaking up Morsey Coast. That's a good partnership at the moment. I'm liking it. Greaves on the grass, as reporters like to say. He's on the grass.
He's on the grass.
We sound like Steve Terry now. Sorry, Steve.
Philip,
Morsey Coast. You can't be breaking that up.
No, I guess you can't.
Because at some point we're going to get Coast Phillips again. We mentioned this at the weekend, Monday night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because Morsey's on 4 yellows. I like that partnership. It's looking really good. You've got the kind of more defensive-minded Morsey, giving the ball to Cahoos to go box to box.
That's true.
I like it. It's a good.
Yeah, I like it.
It's got more energy to it than Phillips Morsey.
Yeah, it has.
They're
Well, it has in the last fortnight, to be fair.
It
Yeah.
feels like
See, I'm a big believer of Phillips, though. I'm a big believer.
You can't be
of him.
dropping Coast after that tackle on Garnacho.
No, well,
the greatest tackle we've ever seen at Pullman Road. That was.
Yeah, but I'm also a big fan of Cahoos. I've been waxing lyrical about him since Sunday in terms of his technical ability and how good he is. It's a really good position to have as a football club. You've got those three positions, those three players, and you've got those. Any one of them could start next to Sam Morsey, and you'd feel fairly comfortable about the ability of, it's no longer a situation where you're a bit, well, would you play him? I'm not quite sure if this is a game for him or whatever.
Phillips is out of sight, out of mind now, isn't he? Because he had a good game against Brentford, made one of the goals, did a really good block, was playing well against Leicester until he gets sent off. Now we see sort of Morsey Coogs that on the big stage against Spurs and United, and everyone's like, just keep Phillips on the bench. It's only 150 grand a week. Keep him on the bench.
But it's about taking opportunities, and Coast has done that. Obviously, the results have been favourable in terms of the last two. Yes. 4 points from 6, 1 win, 1 draw, whereas they weren't, which wasn't Phillips' fault by any stretch of the imagination. But, you start to get in that mindset as a fan. Don't change the winning team. It's working at the moment. All these different things that sort of factor into it.
Yeah, I get that.
That's where we are now, isn't it?
Partnerships, isn't it? It's the partnership. So you got 2 partnerships there we've debated already. So Burgess and O'Shea and Morsey and Coast. It feels like we should keep.
But it's also form as well. Cahoos has come in and had 2 good games. That's for me. That's good form. Burgess has had 5, maybe 6 fairly decent games. Consecutively. Again, player in good form. You don't sign a player like Greaves for the money we've signed him for to have him sit on the bench. But it's about, at the moment, Burgess in form. The team is doing well.
Yeah.
You've got to bide that time the way Cam, who had the shirt, lost the shirt, and then had to bide his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? So that's why it's a squad game, as they like to say these days in modern football. It's a group. It's about group.
The group. It's all about the group. It's all about the group. Bringing the group together.
Yeah. And the lap has to be wrapped up in cotton wool between now and Saturday, and then put back in cotton wool until Tuesday. That's a big turnaround. Please don't kick him.
Would you bring? And this is interesting now. Now we're talking about team selection here, because the lap's going to get subbed around 70, 75, maybe before, because he's done and dusted. Then are we bringing Al Hamidi on? I'd hate. He didn't look good, did he, against United?
What other option you got? Nathan Broadhead?
He didn't look fit enough. Well, this is where I'm thinking that maybe you bring Smodics to play into that 9 role. So then maybe Smodic starts on the bench and you bring Broadhead onto the left, or Jack Clark to the left. That could be one.
But then you're potentially changing your whole game plan just because
I'm not sure.
You've got lack of options up front.
We've been saying this for months, haven't we? Now it's come to fruition thanks to his injury. But I just don't see the value of bringing Al Hamidi on. He just didn't look at it. He just like Al Hamidi. Like I've said before, I'm thinking like he could be like our new cult hero, the boy following the footsteps of Trico Royster, etc. But I don't know. Would we have missed him if we'd against United if he'd not been there?
I mean, in an ideal world, obviously, for me, he'd be out on loan, getting game time, getting the Humphreys.
Fish out of water. He shouldn't be at this level, really.
Situation. Yeah. Well, this is it.
Getting games in he should be doing what like Cameron Humphreys is doing, basically, just getting games, and then he comes back to town. Then you make a call, then don't you? But for whatever reasons, all the reasons we know about the window, he's still here.
And I always feel sorry for players, who are on the edge of the group.
Because you're judging him against elite players when he's made such a huge jump himself. Yeah,
there's no real reserve football anymore in terms of back in the old days, you used to go and watch Ipswich reserve, Tottenham, Arsenal reserves, and see players on the way back from injury, players staying fit. It's not really that reserve league anymore. There isn't. It's under 23 development. So you haven't got the ability to stay as sharp as you perhaps can with no game time. And I always feel sorry for players that happen on the edge and are brought into games like Sunday, for example, where it's 1-1. You could still win the game because there's an expectation as a fan that they've got to change the game. And from the bench, arguably, you have got to change the game. But you can always change it in a negative way or a positive way, or just not do anything.
Hmm.
And then fans start to use those moments to form a judgment on you as a player, which can be unfair because if you're not fit enough or whatever, I'm not saying he's not fit, but you know where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do. I just, that's just that lack of options. Say the game is 1-1 at the City Ground Saturday and you got 15 to go and Delap's knackered and you bring Al Hamidi on. I would not feel confident that we'd go on and get 3 points. I think you'd have to try and take a point, really. But look, Smodics can play in that role. Balded can to some degree, I guess, play in that 9 role. All maybe better options than what Al Hamidi is, but I'd be inclined to put Smodics in that 9 for the last 15 minutes. I mean, look, maybe you start him on the left and you just take him centrally and bring Clark on or whatever it might be.
Okay. Colin says Morty's up there as one of the best midfield players in the league.
Well, he's playing very well at the moment. We certainly look better than bloody Casemiro and Ericsson, didn't he?
Yeah. Adi says that your fingers do the walking. Like and subscribe. Maka said we've been crying out for stability in position, so we really should give Morsey and Coates another start. Save with Burgess and O'Shea, likely. Phillips and Greaves can come on from the bench. Note Al Hamidi says Lynn. Why would do that when we have Jack? Oh, they're having a conversation of their own in the chat. Fair enough about Jack Clark. Macca for Ipswich. As soon as try Smodics at 9, then bring Al Hamidi in. Ali just isn't fit and unproven thus far, but beyond League 2.
He's got some nice little goals for us in the Championship, didn't he? But yeah, I mean, it shows you what a talent he is.
Wasn't his only goal? Wasn't his only goal against Millwall?
Wasn't there another one?
There might well have been. I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I can't think of.
You can remember a game from 2017, but you can't remember last season.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm sure he gets another. I'm sure he got another. Oh, we got one. Actually, he's got one this season, hasn't he? He got scored against Wimbledon.
He certainly did. He did. You're right.
That was a great delivery by Connor Townsend.
Apparently, he scored 4 last year. I can't remember 3 of them.
There we
I remember
go.
one of them. I can remember one of them, but not the other 3.
Yes,
God, my memory's bad, man.
I thought he did.
Sorry, it's all the painkillers I'm on.
Yeah. I'm too just thinking about 2017 at the moment.
Spend life in a fog. Clearly. I don't go. I mean, what league are we in? Are we playing Saturday? We are playing Saturday, right? Serious question from Mark Bluefield: is Jack Clark really answer down the left? Always looks lightweight to me. See, that's what I was saying a moment ago about players coming off the bench. You know, like it's difficult off the bench first and foremost, but like Leicester, he comes on. And then the team's down to 10 men. So whatever impact he can have is immediately taken out.
Yeah.
Man United, he come off the bench against Man United. You're just from the Championship yourself. You know, he's still learning at this level, the same way the
What's
rest
the
of
expectation from the fan base of him, though? Do you know what I mean? I would say my own expectation. He's probably he's a bit below par than what I was expecting.
He would have had an assist, though, wouldn't he, on Sunday? If I think
the big question
is,
why is he shorts so big? Where's he even getting the huge?
The Tony Dinning School of Shorts.
They're
massive. It's the Tony Dinning School of Shorts, mate. Do you remember Tony Dinning on loan from Wigan?
Yeah, it's in that book. Yeah, it really is. Has he got them specially made? Well, I don't know. It's weird, but he looked really, like we've said before, loads of times, haven't we? The goal he scores for Sunderland against us at the top of the year, fantastic goal. I suppose we was expecting that kind of thing from the start because we're fans and we're like that, but. Maybe still acclimatising to being at Ipswich, different part of the country, playing in the Premier League. There's lots of variables there as to why maybe he's not hit the heights yet. But like you rightly say, though, when he's had cameos from the bench, been in funny situations, haven't they?
Womble says, League One golf, Plymouth at the top, rest of the dream, bit like Crossroads.
I would imagine you'd have been a big Crossroads fan back
I was a big Crossroads fan, both original and the reboot. Yep.
Oh, my God.
That's me. Yeah. I know. Well, I was homeschooled, which kind of means I was
Did they ever venture out? Was it like the Towers? Did they actually ever venture out like the hotel thing, the motel?
I don't think so.
Rarely did they venture out the hotel in 40 Towers, other than when he thrashes the car because he won't start and he has to go and pick up the meals. 40 Towers. There's only ever 12. There's only ever like 12 episodes of 40 Towers.
13, wasn't it? I think.
No.
Why
would they have 13? What, they had 7 one year and 6 the other or something? I'm sure it's 6 and 6. Could
be 6 and 6. I will look it up while you're telling me your score prediction, sir. What is your score prediction for this Saturday?
I am gonna go for another draw. I think it'll be a tough game. They've been good at home for us, although, like I say, they do lose to Newcastle. Wasn't a great performance from them.
12.
I think there was 12. I thought it was. British sitcoms, Mastermind. That'd be my category. I'll take a draw. I think that'd be good. Keep the point going and then see what we can bring to the table against Palace and Bournemouth. I'm already predicting back-to-back wins there.
Mhm.
So
Macca says, how many assists? I thought he blocked Chaplin. No, I was talking about Jack Clark with the assist. Jack Clark could have had an assist on Sunday, obviously, when he pulled it back to Chaplin. And that would have perhaps changed some thinking towards Jack Clark off the bench.
I jumped up there. I thought that was going in. That was another one I was up for.
Yeah, I'm still a big Jack Clark fan. I think he's going to find his feet, and we'll go away.
Well, everyone was buzzing when he signed. So why would that change now? You're giving him some good bit of time.
All right, I'm going to say no. I don't do predictions. Stephen Parry 1-1. Josh Russell says 2-1 Town. 2-1 says Colin. 2-2 says Charlie Setterfield. 2-2 vote Jace. Bit of positivity coming in. So it's good. I like it.
They've got that three behind Wood, haven't they? Which is Alanga, Hudson-Odoi, and Morgan Gibbs-White. That's a good three. That front four of them is very good. So we're gonna have to be on it to keep that at bay, I think.
Yeah, we really will. And I'll be talking to a Nottingham Forest fan tomorrow. You'll see that hopefully tomorrow evening, if not certainly Friday morning. That is our Meet the Opposition. Brilliant. You can ask a question, or you can put a question for me to ask on your behalf in our Discord. Head to Meet the Opposition Nottingham Forest fan. And I'll try and, as I do with the show, build the conversation around the questions and obviously give you some credit if I can in the middle of. I mean, it's a bit hard middle of conversation to say. So, Matt, what do you think about Ipswich? That question's from Mike D. Because obviously,
you can do that though because you're skilled at this kind of thing. You'll be able to do that.
I'm not skilled, but Freddie's skilled at Stowmarket Osteopaths. Give him a call. I'm on 449-613-633. Tell him the governor sent him. Stowmarket Osteopaths don't live life in pain. I'm not skilled. I'm just good. All right. So you're going to go for a draw. The people at home are going for a draw and a win. No one's yet said a defeat. Positive, like it. As I say, we're back again with Meet the Opposition. Then we're live at the weekend. So thank you for joining us on our match preview. We really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe. But until next time, this man here and his wonderful array of hair has been Matthew Phillips.
No just for men here, everybody.
And I have been the Gov. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
You make me smile when I think of you. If I get down or when I get blue, I can't get enough. Oh, yes, lover. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Oh, yes, lover. Oh, please, lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I'm going crazy from just the thought.